Hey guys, wanted to talk a little bit today about perfection. Um, as I've been teaching meditation and representing the Lally Foundation, and just in general conversations with friends and stuff like that, I've definitely come to notice that perfection is probably one of the most common limiting factors that we all deal with. Although I don't know that many of us know how much it limits us, or how much perfection is a prison. And I don't know, it's really pervading with really everybody I talk to. And it's was and is one of the greatest things that I'm kind of breaking down through my own meditation. I mean, a fear of making a mistake has been a theme pretty much. I mean, when I was a kid, I was free and happy and just full of joy. But somewhere, 8th or 9th grade or somewhere in there, this tremendous fear of making a mistake kind of like crept into my consciousness, my brain, and it created anxiety in almost every situation. As a story my parents would tell me about, when I don't know how old, 7th or 8th grade, and like we were at McDonald's, and I needed to go ask for a ketchup packet, and I was too afraid that I would ask in the wrong way, or that I would somehow offend them by wanting too much ketchup or something like that. And that was like, so that's kind of like, when I think back to my childhood, that's kind of like when it started, and then it just carried over and got worse in high school. And then through college, I just more and more, I just kind of kept to myself and to my little tiny circle of friends, and didn't kind of go out and unless I was drinking. That's how I self-medicated, and kind of blocked out the painful psyche that had been conditioned in my brain, and it was all really just based on this fear of not being perfect, of not saying the right thing, not doing the right thing, of just afraid of making a mistake, and it was paralyzing. One of the things that started to slowly break it down for me was as I started to pursue music, but still, I mean, I've been doing music for like 12 years, 10 years, I don't even know, but for the first, really until 4 years ago when I started meditating, shows were not fun for me. They were like, I was tight the whole time, playing and singing, just not wanting to mess up a chord or mess up a word. Meanwhile, like, my favorite artists were Sublime, as Bradley Knowles, their singer, and he would just go up there and just let it all out, and like, notes were totally imperfect, and chords were messed up, and half the time he was drunk or hammered or whatever, so it was anything but perfect, but it was just pure passion and love, and like, I just loved it. And I didn't see that in him, that he was being imperfect, and I love that. I don't know how it didn't click, didn't resonate. There's another artist, Damien Rice, who's a phenomenal singer-songwriter, and when you listen to his album, there are flaws throughout, and those flaws are absolutely what I love. It's like the most genuine stuff on his record. So it's interesting, I was listening to all these things, loving these imperfect things, and yet through my own art, through my own life, I was paralyzed by perfection. And it seems to be like super common. Sorry, I just had a low battery thing on my phone, so that's what this was. It's more and more, I help people set up like their own meditation practices at home and stuff like that. And as I talk to people, like, one of the main themes is like this perfectionism, and it's bullshit. It is just some conditioned thing that we put in our head, and it's totally inhuman. And I think if you'll look at your life, the people that you love being around the most, the art that you love the most. Um, it's people that are comfortable being themselves, or artists that are comfortable expressing themselves, not based on any perfect standard that was previously established. The people you like being around are the people that make you feel comfortable, make you feel settled, and make you feel like you can like let go. And they're usually the people that like I are just let their hair down or burp or fart or whatever. But there's people that are super perfect and super like not a hair's out of place and their buttholes clenched. Those people, like, whether or not they're successful, you probably don't want to be around them because you have to clench them. You have to be tight and like perfect, and you're afraid to make a mistake or to say something wrong. So take a look at what you love in your life, the people you love, the art you love, the things you love, the experiences you love. 9 times out of 10, it's the stuff that lets you be free and lets you be imperfect and lets you be comfortable and let your hair down. Perfection is a trap, and it's just more brain stuff. It's just more conditioned thinking. I came to the realization through meditation that, and it was like a breakthrough for me. Like I don't want to be perfect. I want to be free. I want to feel free, like in everything I do. I want to go sing on stage, and I just want to feel free up there. And that includes bad notes and bad chords and forgotten lyrics and all that stuff. But I want to be free. I don't want to be perfect. And it seems maybe simple on the surface, but it was so deep in my subconscious and in my kind of my emotional makeup and my mental makeup that it took like a lot of meditation and a lot of letting go, a lot of self-inquiry to really see it and realize that deeper and deeper, that I want to be free and not perfect. And I want people to look at me and say, man, he's free. He's just himself. I don't want people to look at me and say, oh my God, he's so perfect. And just looking back at my life, it was like 15, 20 years of just unhappiness brought on by the prison of perfection. So yeah, take a look at your life and the stuff you enjoy, and then take a look at yourself and see where maybe the search for perfection or the standard of perfection makes you unhappy. Because I bet it's pretty prevalent. And I bet if you removed that standard and just let yourself be, you removed that perfect goal or barometer for yourself, I bet that you would find a tremendous amount of joy and freedom. And when you act from a place of joy and freedom, you're bound to end up with something that's closer to perfection. When you're trying to be perfect, you're all in your head. And it's just a very limiting place to operate from, where if you just let go of that and operate from your heart, good, bad, and ugly, mistakes, warts and all, you will just cultivate happiness and joy, and you'll find connection with more and more people. That's certainly been my experience. The more I put myself out there, the more I put my mistakes out there, the more I connect with people, and I think that's ultimately what we all want. Whatever way, shape, or form it is, we just want to connect with people. So yeah, let go of perfection and welcome freedom into your life. It is, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I would certainly, as I will always do, I would advocate meditation as a means to do this, as a way to look inside and see the perfect barriers that you've set up in yourself. This little perfect mental prison that you've built. It's an impossible standard. It's an inhuman standard, and it can only lead to unhappiness. Because the thing is, even when you achieve, say you set up a perfect goal and you achieve that goal, as soon as you're done it, you're on to the next thing. That's the way it works. You don't ever revel and enjoy anything. So you're literally like never in the moment. You're always just searching for this perfect standard that just you keep chasing and chasing and chasing, and you'll never attain because it's inhuman. But imperfection and love and self-love, that's human. So that's what I got to say today. Hope you guys are doing well. Gonna try to definitely get on here more frequently. People have been asking for more guided meditation, so I'll try to bring them a little bit more. But hope all's well. Thank you guys for listening.